I was arguing with my buddy Mike here. Hello, Mike.
What's up? Arguing.
I would think that when we're watching a live video, I would prefer it to be vertical instead of horizontal. He says the other way.
Where's my phone at? I'll show you.
So we're debating right now which way's better. We've already set it up as horizontal because he talked me into it today. But we're gonna pull it up on his phone right now and see what he says. Oh, look at that beautiful thumbnail.
So vertical shows you
Yeah.
vertical, but I like to watch it like this. To typically normal videos covers the whole screen, but when you do lives with your phone vertical,
Yeah.
it has the black spaces.
I don't know. Let us know what you think. On for the money. What's up?
When I'm also at home on my TV, it shows up like this, which I don't like because I like full screen.
Okay.
So I typically don't watch your lives because of that.
So help us know. Do you guys watch this on your phone or TV? And would you prefer it vertical or horizontal? That's all we're going to talk about it. Unless we see a bunch of comments starting to come in about it. But we are going to be making a bunch of videos. What's up? Oh, dang. There's a little bit of a delay.
There's a little bit of delay.
Trying to figure out like, what? Okay. Only when I'm driving, allegedly. Okay.
I'll get you some views.
You're going to slow the Wi-Fi down. That's what's going to happen.
No.
Out here in the sticks, we work on that radio. So anyways, Mike is here today. He helped me out do a bunch of stuff, and you guys will also be seeing that shortly. The Peterbilt got stuck twice today, and had he not been here, getting it out would have been quite the chore. So anyways, we're going to be talking about cattle, though. That's what this is about. I have a hard time talking about stuff like this because I don't want to seem fake or phony. And you see a lot of these guys that are like, oh my gosh. And so we're going to get Mike's perspective because he's not involved in cattle on the day-to-day. He has tasted the beef that we have. He likes it. And but we're going to ask him, do you think there's anything wrong with the cattle industry right now?
I have no idea.
Have
Because I
you,
know nothing about the cattle industry.
have you heard or seen anything about it on the news or anything like that?
I also don't watch the news.
Okay. On Instagram,
I don't have
TikTok,
Instagram or TikTok.
So Mike lives under a rock.
I didn't used to, but
Okay.
it took too much of my time. I always catch myself sitting on my phone.
All right. So it hasn't been like a subject of conversation at work.
No,
No, none of that.
a lot of guys don't know anything about cattling.
Cattling.
It's a new word that came with
I
cattle.
like it. I like it.
Or buying from the small farmer. They usually just go to the store or Mexico or whatever.
Okay. So question, since we're kind of talking about the store right now, have you started buying less beef because of what the prices are? Honestly.
I don't go shopping.
Okay. Has your wife? Have you noticed a decrease in beef products?
I don't know if it's because of the price or if they just want to try to eat healthier.
Beef's super healthy, man.
I know, but we also haven't been eating that much beef lately. I've noticed.
Okay. So we're gonna be doing a couple live, not live videos. I actually recorded a bunch of stuff yesterday. I went grocery shopping, which is not the norm, but I went to Costco and I dropped $500.
Jeez.
And my shopping cart was not that full. Eat the beef. I agree. So I was looking at the prices of like grass-fed, Wagyu, anything that Costco has. And it varied from like, I want to say for like the bottom of the barrel stuff was like almost $6 a pound.
What's it normally?
So
Or what was it?
I
2
want
years
to
ago?
say it used to be like $3, $4 a pound. So it's almost, I don't know. But the higher end stuff, and when I say higher end, it's just like grass fed. It's not like crazy. It's like $10 no, I think $9 a pound. I don't remember. I'll have to go back and look at it. Trader Joe's fillets were $25 a pound.
Holy moly.
That's a lot of money.
I think it's been a couple years since I've store bought beef because then I've been just getting it from you.
That's true.
So,
Trade secrets. But okay, so Mike has not heard a whole lot on what's going on. So we're going to give you guys like a very brief overview of kind of what's happening right now, and then we're going to dig deeper into it when I make some actual videos. We're just kind of doing the intro today. Now, this all started probably about a month ago for me. I started seeing a lot of stuff that was like beef prices are reaching new highs, watch out, crisis coming. I see all that stuff and I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I just keep my head down, keep working, keep trying to build my cattle ranch, even though we're so small. It's like,
where are you seeing all this?
On Instagram. So
I guess it also depends on who you follow.
Yeah,
other cattle ranchers.
Like I do follow a bunch of stuff. So the one that caught my eye was a livestock auction where they sent a bull calf, and this thing they said it sold for, I want to say $6.50 a pound, which is just, that blew my mind when I saw that, because there's not a whole lot of feed that goes into calves. It's like almost zero, because they spend the first like 6 months of their lives pretty much feeding off of their mom, and they start getting like a little bit of grazing, or if you're feeding them hay, they start to eat some of that. But the first 6 months of their life, that really is a pretty minimal cost to have one of those animals. And so when I saw that one went for $6.50 a pound, and if they weigh between 500 and 600 pounds, do the math on that, guys. That's like $3,000 for a calf. And I saw the calf that sold, and I wasn't like super impressed, and I was like, this can't be real. So about 2 weeks ago, I called up my father-in-law, and we were talking, and he ended up actually taking one of my bull calves out in Texas to the auction, and this thing sold for $5.50 a pound, and it was 375 pounds. It was just a little thing, and it wasn't even that old, and it sold for over $2,000. Now, to put this into perspective, like,
raise more calves.
It made me really think about changing to a cow-calf operation, because I realistically probably only profit, I want to say on a good day, maybe $2,000
off a full cow,
but $1,500 more likely off of a fatted steer. Now, a fatted steer is going to be 2 to 2.5 years old, ton of money into feed, ton of time, and the profit ratios on calves are just way higher than beef cattle.
Sounds like you need to start breeding and selling calves.
But then that's also a problem, which we'll talk more about later. But we're just kind of like slowly starting to dive into it. So actually, when I sent it, I was doing it more for, the money was nice, don't get me wrong. Kind of needed it that week. But it was more to actually know if the prices were actually legit, and that's what they were actually going for. Because if that's the case, I think we have crazy beef prices coming down the pipeline, because I don't think it's the ranchers buying these little bull calves. I think it's the feedlots, and the feedlots are not in the business to lose money. They're not stupid, and so they're buying up all these animals right now, because the shortage that exists in the United States it's crazy. Here's a crazy fact for you. I don't know the exact date, but somewhere in the 1970s was like the lowest herd number in the United States. Like, and it was bad news and blah, blah, blah. Well, fast forward to 2026, we have less cattle than there was in 1970. And we have way more people that live here. So the demand for beef is still through the roof. And these feedlots are still trying to make money. They're still trying to run their business. And the herd size just keeps decreasing, getting smaller and smaller.
Maybe because they're buying all these calves and getting rid of them sooner than later.
Yeah. So, I'm going to be doing a lot of research. There's just so much stuff that's happening right now. We got Argentina sending a bunch of beef up here. I kind of agree with that, but also don't. I think, and I've been saying this for years, and Mike knows, beef's going to be a luxury item, and it's already like right there. And so anyways, I put up a post on Instagram asking if people wanted me to do like a mini series talking about beef. So we're going to be starting off because I want to do like a really good job on this. I don't want it to be like corny or cheesy, and I don't want it to come off as like, oh, anybody can raise cattle, because I'll be honest, it's a lot of work. It takes a lot of time. You gotta have property. It takes a lot of investment. This is something I've been doing. How long have I been raising cattle?
Since Craig was doing it out here. When did Craig move out? Went to the other house. I don't know, since
I want to say like 8 years, 7, 8 years maybe.
I mean, there's been cattle out here since I first met you, and you and Addie recently got married and had the fifth wheel. You were standing over here. You guys had cattle out here. That was,
but those weren't mine.
that was early 2000s.
I don't know. I want to say 7 or 8 years I've been doing this, and so my knowledge, it really is like very limited. I'm not claiming to be some master. I'm not trying to sell a course or anything, but there's a lot of work that goes into it, and I'm not saying that it's easy. But it's also not hard. It's just consistency. And so I do want to try and like promote I don't know about like homestead per se, but I think everyone should raise cattle.
It's my dream one day.
If you have the property, like find a way to do it. And I get a kick out of it because I see a lot of this stuff on Instagram where it's like big piece of property. It's like, oh, me and the boys, let's go buy 500 acres out in Wyoming. And I legit think people need to start doing that. Like, it'll be struggle bus city for a couple years, but
that's one thing they don't make more of is land.
Yeah. So like, I look at properties in Montana, Wyoming, Texas. Like, I'm always looking because
Arizona's got cheap property.
Yeah, but it's so hot there. So anyways,
it's only on 120 on it.
We'll talk about that another day. So anyways, yeah, I want to put some good effort into it. I want to make good videos that talk about how we got started. I think other people should get started in it as well, and the problems that are coming. I think it's going to get bad. I am so curious to see what happens over the next 2 years, because when all these bull calves that are being sold right now, oh gosh, actually my wife sent me another link today of a bull calf that went for $8. I think $8.10 a pound.
What kind of cattle is it?
Dude, it's just little Angus. There's nothing fancy about it. And
the name connected to it, maybe?
I don't think so.
Huh.
Auction cows are usually not like showpieces. Like, you just send your cattle to auction, and they're usually bought for the slaughter. Like that's what happens at auctions. And so, I mean, it was good enough looking, but $8.10.
Been your calf.
Yeah, I mean, that'd have been cool, but it was just a little guy. I think it weighed 175 pounds. Tiny little thing. So that may be part of the reason behind it. Like, oh, it doesn't weigh very much. I can spend more per pound. But these
so
feedlots,
probably breaking even if they got a 300-pound thing, $5 a pound.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
$8 for 150 pounds.
Yeah, but let's say they're dropping $2,000, $2,000 to $3,000 on a calf, when 5-6 years ago you were spending
$400 or $500.
I mean, I could score calves for $500 a piece, and just 4 or 5 years later they've quadrupled in price. So,
well, how long was that? We did that cattle drive.
Cowboy Lance. Oh boy, Lance.
You got those for a good deal.
Yeah, that was like a deal that was almost too good. But
still a good deal.
But that's neither here nor there. So, anyways, yeah, I would say that prices have almost quadrupled. And so, if they're spending $2,000 to $3,000 on a calf, 2 to 2.5 years when these things are ready for the slaughter,
meat's gonna be expensive.
It's gonna be so expensive, and then you'll be like, bugs don't sound too bad, So, anyways, we just wanted Mike's opinion on it, since he's not super involved in the cattle industry, and I'm really not that involved in it either, other than I really, really like to raise them, and we raise them for friends and family, and we're not huge, but we raise enough to take care of ourselves. So it's gonna get hairy though. I would definitely recommend making friends with someone that has cattle because it's gonna become unaffordable. You know, I try telling people like it's a lot of money up front, but if you can buy
You can buy a beacon.
if you can buy beef in bulk, I mean, you'll just save so much money. So, anyways, yeah, got a lot of stuff happening right now. The land all's finally done. I'm like so over that trailer. You guys can tell we're actually out working. Our hands are dirty today. And this is after taking a shower. And then we were supposed to go deliver the trailer. And then I got super stuck. And we're still here. So I'm going to deliver it tomorrow morning though. But
I won't be for that one.
yeah. You guys have any questions about beef? No?
Where's the beef?
Pique your interest? Got 10 people watching. It's not bad. Hello, everybody.
Where's all the comments?
I don't know. Nobody's commenting. This must be the dud of a lifetime. Let's see.
Like they were popping up.
I know. I don't know. How do we make it?
There it is.
Yeah, there they are. What's up, Jack? Yeah, not a whole lot of comments today. People must be asleep. That's okay.
It's only 6 o'clock. Yeah,
Yeah.
5:40.
So anyways, we are. My kids are such goofs. What does that say?
It's a bunch of signs.
Oh,
He's cursing.
they're cursing behind their tape. Get out of here. Oh,
What?
next time you come out here, I think I'm gonna order parts for this week.
Do it.
It like almost runs. I just need some sprocketry. So,
You got a machine over there. You can make it.
I got rid of the lathe, and that's going away too.
Money.
No, I traded the boom lift for it. So, anyways, yeah. I look forward to making those cattle videos. I feel bad that beef is so expensive. I really do.
Hopefully it'll change one day.
I hope it does. But I don't see it changing. Another problem is like the population that's here. There's a ton of people in the United States now. The demand for beef has just gone up.
Yeah.
So another thing we're gonna be starting is pigs. You know that?
I did not.
Yeah. Me building a pig tractor.
Wait, we're gonna get pigs?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So a lot of ranch content coming up. Anyways, yep.
All right.
We will see you guys later because Mike's got to hit the road.
Only got an hour drive.
Thanks for coming out, Mike.
Of course.
And we're gonna send him home with some beef because he's awesome.
Ooh.
See you guys.